Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting a little personal in this Q&A. I surveyed you guys over on Instagram for some Q&A questions. I really like doing Q&As on my channel. I feel like it gives you guys a chance to get to know me better and I get to answer the things that you're wondering about. So I have actually written down the questions to save myself the time from scrolling on my phone and looking at my phone while I'm trying to film. I just prefer it to do it this way. It's probably a really old school way to do a Q&A, but I am a pen and paper girl. So I am going to be getting into my personal Q&A today. All of these questions came from you guys on Instagram. So if you're not following me over there, you should probably do so in case I ask for any Q&A questions in the coming future. And what do you guys think about my Halloween shirt? I wore it because when you guys are seeing this, it's October. It says spooky. I know I'm going to get questions about where I got it. I got it last year from Mindy May's Market. She'll have cute ones out, but I don't know if it'll be this exact style. So we're going to get right into this Q&A. And before I do though, if you have more questions for me, leave them down below, because then when I feel like I should do another Q&A, I can come back and access this video. Also, let me know if any of my answers surprised you or if we have anything in common. Let's have a conversation down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's go to this Q&A. All right, so the first question is from Casa Iniguez. What is my skincare routine? I actually got this question a couple of times, so I want to say thank you to all of you guys for being so sweet and thinking that I have really nice skin. My skincare routine consists of washing my face in the morning and in the evening with a cleanser, and then moisturizing my face. And then I just recently found a natural eye cream that I'm giving a try, but I can't say that I've been using it long enough to say that it's making a difference. I do a face mask about once a week and I vary those. So I really don't have a specific skincare routine other than I do wash my face and moisturize it and exfoliate it almost daily. So that is pretty much my skincare routine. I will have a link for some of my favorite facial products down below. I also have been using my Beauty Counter resurfacing peel like about twice a week, because you're not supposed to use it more than that. And I feel like that has helped even some things out. But keep in mind when you guys see me, and I have no shame in my game, I have makeup on right now. This is not like my natural skin, although that would be amazing if it was. Now, I'm not saying I cake it on there, but I definitely make my skin blended. We'll just go with that. I do have blemishes. I'll point one out right there. But thank you. Katie Vincent said, TMI, but what is the best underwear to wear underneath workout clothes? And this question made me laugh because I have a TMI answer for you. I really do not like to wear underwear under my workout clothes, and some of you might be like, oh my gosh. No, but when I wear shorts, I wear the ones that have built-in underwear, and wearing 2 pairs of underwear is like too many pairs of underwear. And then when I wear my compression pants, those things are so tight that underwear would be like rolled and bunchy. So I just don't wear them. Sorry, I can't believe I'm saying that on YouTube. Wow. All right, moving on. One Smile, Two Dimples asked me, how old am I? How old am I? Well, I said nothing was off limits, so I will answer all of your questions. I am almost 31. So, I love God 31. Jessica said, am I going to have any more kids? And this is such a bittersweet question for me, because my honest answer is I would have loved to. I would love to. I always, not always, but once I started having kids, like large family was something that I just feel like I would rock it like the best of them out there. And I just love babies and toddlers and those stages of life. But I did have to have 4 C-sections, and unfortunately my body just could not withstand another pregnancy. I had some complications with my 4th one that were just kind of indicating that my body was done. And so I had a tubal ligation, and I have grieved it and regretted it and made peace with it and all of those things, because like I said, I am only almost 31, so I have lots of reproductive years still there, but there will most likely be no future babies. And I know people are going to say, well, what about fostering? We actually tried to go down that road, and the door was closed based on some personal confidential things that have to do with my husband's line of work that I'm not comfortable sharing about that anymore. So that was, like a possibility taken away. So really the only other option we have would be adoption. And I just don't feel like I know enough about adoption to even say that that's something we're pursuing. My husband and I both would love to have more kids, but adoption seems daunting, and it's just something we're not avidly like researching at the moment. So to answer your question, I don't think I will be having any more kids, though my heart's desire was always to have more, and I still wish that I could, but I am just trying to be thankful and grateful for the 4 that I have and focus on that. Always Room for More's asked me, was I raised Christian or did I come to salvation later in life? I was not raised Christian. I was raised polar opposite of Christianity. Yeah, my family has a long history of addiction and divorce and sin upon sin upon sin upon sin, and it really is truly a great picture of generational sin. So no, I was not raised Christian. I came to salvation when I was 16, all on my own by the miracle hand of our Lord, and he gets all the glory for that, because there is no explanation of how I came to know him other than he's all powerful and miraculous, and that's what happened. So no, we are first generation Christians and married the longest, almost, for quite a few generations back in my family. So breaking chains here. So the next question is, Marshall Mama 8 asked me, what is my testimony? I feel like I could do a whole video on that, but I want to answer your question. Basically, I was living, I had a very rough childhood. I had a very rough early teen years. I was forced to grow up really, really fast due to some life choices that my parents made. I grew up really fast. Without getting into more details, I was starting to head really down a very bad, dark road, and somehow I ended up in a mega church, like a church that has 10,000 people that attend it, when I was 16. And a friend that I was hanging out with at the time actually brought me there, but she was doing the same things I was doing, except for she had parents that actually cared. So they wanted her to still come to church on Sunday. And I went with her, and the Lord just started speaking to me, and I saw, like, I don't know, he just gave me so much wisdom, and my eyes were opened, and I was only 16 at the time, and I accepted him as my Lord and Savior in that building. I was baptized in that building, and literally maybe 3 or 4 months after I accepted Christ, my life started to change miraculously. People came into my life at just the right moments, one of them being my husband, that took me on a completely different course than where I was headed. And ever since then, I have been walking with him and growing closer to him, and letting him shape my life even more. So that is a short version of my testimony, but it was literally by the divine hand of our Father that I became saved. No explanation. It makes no sense. And that, I think, is part of like the coolest part of my testimony, is because like it really just goes to show like God is doing miracles, and that is one of them. So short version. Christy Lentz asked me, this question made me laugh. If I was doing a bowling team or organizing a bowling team and it was me and 3 celebrities, who would they be? And so I was like, crap, who? Celebrities? I'm not like a starstruck type gal. So if I was doing a bowling team, who would I choose? And so I started thinking about that, and I'm like, well, heck, if you're gonna do a bowling team, the competitive side in me started to come out. I'm like, I want athletes on my team. So I would pick Peyton Manning so my husband could meet him because he loves Peyton Manning. I would pick Alex Morgan for my daughter Kylie because, hello, she's a pro soccer player and she's her idol. And then I would probably pick someone funny. I don't know. I didn't think this question through. Those are the 2 people that I can think of right now. I can't think of anybody else. Sorry, Christy. Sodbuster Living asked me, do I struggle with self-doubt? That is such a deep question, such a good question. I feel like I could do a whole video on that as well. The answer is yes. I think every person struggles with self-doubt. But I think the root of self-doubt is insecurity, meaning you feel inferior or you feel less than, and so you doubt your capabilities in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And because of my testimony and because of the things that I've seen God do, I really, really, truly feel that I have less self-doubt because I fully trust in Him, and I fully believe that He's gonna accomplish whatever He wants with or without me, but hopefully with me. And so I really don't spend a ton of time thinking about the things that I'm not good at, or stuff like that. But I will say I do have moments where I'm like, oh, especially when it comes to YouTube, like, man, I need to up my game. Wow, that editing, whoo, that's some good editing. But then I come back to it and I'm like, that is awesome for them, but I don't feel like my channel is made or broken by the amount of time I spend editing a video. Of course, I put my best effort in, but like that, I'm not here to create like movies for you guys, so sorry if you were hoping for that. But so whenever I start to feel self-doubt, like, oh, should I share that video? I don't know. I kind of felt that way like about my anniversary vlog, and I was like, should I put this out there? I am not like a vlogger that like catches all the things at the right angle, and I kind of had a little bit of self-doubt there, like, oh, nobody's gonna want to watch this. And then I share it, and then I get great feedback, and then I'm like, wow, I'm glad I was brave and did that. So I think, yes, we all struggle with self-doubt on occasion. I think some of us more than others. And I've just learned like to be confident and be bold, and so that is how I try to approach things. Now, that's not always my heart's feeling, but eventually my heart catches up with that, and I just try to not compare myself a lot to other people, and that helps me. Rourke Tribe asked me, what are some of my fave K-cups? So I love this question because I love coffee. You guys know this. I love like the seasonal ones around fall, like the pumpkin spice actual coffees. I love, for everyday coffee, I really like the Donut Shop regular blend. I like a dark, strong coffee. In Christmas time, I always like to get the Starbucks winter blend. So those are some of my favorite ones. I really try to stay away from like flavored things because they're not that good for you, and I just honestly don't like the taste. I like a bold, dark coffee. So those are some of the ones that come to mind right off the top of my head. Mama of a Tiny Army asked me, what is my guilty pleasure? And I don't really know what a guilty pleasure is. Like something that you feel guilty about doing after you do it, or I don't know. So I'm gonna just give you like my best answer to this question. So I like very rarely watch TV, but when I do, it's after my kids go to bed, and I watch things that I would not want my kids to watch, and I am the first one to admit that. I really enjoy reality TV, very dramatic reality TV, and that's just, you know, I'm kind of ashamed to say it. I like The Real Housewives, I like Teen Mom, I like all those kinds of shows. So I guess that would be my guilty pleasure because I find it relaxing. And I know that that's really weird, but I like shut off my brain and I'm not thinking about anything else other than what is going on the TV screen, and it requires no like thought effort. Like it's not like a plot that I have to follow, or, you know, it's just like, and I zone out. So I guess that's my guilty pleasure. I don't know. So I don't know. I didn't write down who asked me this question, but someone said, what denomination am I? I guess I would be classified as a non-denominational Christian. We attend a Foursquare church, and you can do a quick Google search of what that means, and it'll tell you. It's basically like the four squares. We believe in this, 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 and this. So that's that. Red Poppies gave me, Red Poppies for me. She gave me such a sweet compliment, and I just wanted to say thank you. She asked me about my skincare, and I already answered that, but I wanted to just say thank you because your words were really, really sweet. J.S. Joyful asked a really funny question. Have I ever had a haircut I regretted? The answer is yes, you guys. So when I was pregnant with my fourth child, I'm going to try to keep this really short. We were around a family that had a lice outbreak, and I was pregnant. And so we were like watching all of our other little kids to make sure that they weren't getting lice. Well, you know, when you're looking for something, you see it. So I was like itchy, and then I like looked in my hair, and my husband was like, I think I see something. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I didn't want to use the shampoo because it was like a category B medicine for pregnancy. And of course, I didn't want to do anything that could potentially harm my baby that I was pregnant with. So I looked up all the old wives' tales ways to kill lice. And one of them was to apply Vaseline over your whole head to smother them. They can't breathe, and then blow dry it, and the heat kills it. So I did that, you guys. And I could not get the Vaseline out of my hair for weeks. I'm not kidding. I didn't rush things. It was like 3 weeks of washing my hair 2 and 3 times a day with clarifying, with Dawn dish liquid, and it would not come out. So I had to cut my hair when I was 9 months pregnant, about to my chin, and I do not have the face for that hair. So it was horrible. So I didn't choose the haircut, but I was like, oh my gosh, I hated it so much. And it was so ugly. And like, I know people are gonna be like, you'd be beautiful with any hair. No, this was hideous. But cutting my hair was the only way to get that Vaseline out, and that's what I had to do. So I hated that. I regretted it. I'm like, I should have just walked around with greasy hair for 3 months, but you know, you live and you learn. Memory Maker asked me, what are my specific fitness goals? Is it a certain weight on the scale? It is a certain size in pants? Is it a certain lift to reach a certain, you know, amount of weight? And the answer to that question is, my fitness goal is to live a happy, healthy life. I do not have weight loss goals anymore. I am at a size I feel good at. And yes, I give myself performance-based goals like doing X number of push-ups or squatting this much or doing a deadlift of this much, just because I think that's fun. But I'm not like so so like into that I'm like researching and doing all these things to try to help that lift. So really I am just at a stage of my life and in my fitness journey where I am just enjoying where I'm at. Still working out every day, still keeping that a priority. But I don't have any huge goals right now, and that's just the honest truth. So that is going to be it for this personal Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. Let me know down in the comments below if you liked this video and if you learned anything new about me. I know you did, probably some things you didn't want to know about me, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to maybe laugh along with me a little bit at some of those things. Some of them are kind of embarrassing, but hey, I'm an open book. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.